Open, open, open. Yeah. Man, sport is hard. There are so many things that happen in our phys ed classes that need to be taught and need to be taught in a way where it makes sense. So I'm going to take off my blue object manipulation glasses. My name is Paul Marlette. Thank you for joining me yet again for another short video in our object manipulation series. This series was designed to give you some visuals, to give you a reference point. So when you're watching your class and your students do activities, you can quickly get an idea of where they're at in a full scope and sequence. So for the purpose of this video series, I've broken it down into like 4 category skills. The first one is emerging, which means they probably have no instruction. The next is developing, where you can consciously see them thinking about, I need to step, I need to point, then I can throw. You can see it happening. Just like when a kid is learning to read, they'll start to read syllables. The, d, og, is, all, w, a, z. Okay, that still happens in phys ed, but it happens, you can see it. So that's that developing. When we get to that acquired phase, we can start to see all elements, but they're not making conscious choices as to how they're using the skills. Like we talked about in cricket. They might be able to swing the bat really well, but they have no idea where it's going to go, and they're not thinking through that. So the last one is in the accomplished. Once students get to that accomplished level, you're going to start to see some trends if it's in any sport. So this short video is purely on retention and protection. So I would just want to show you kind of some of the acquired and accomplished versions of that. So we're going to start with just a simple dodgeball. And I know dodgeball is one of those games that I'm very cautious of playing. Like, I'm not a big elimination guy. I don't play it very often, but it gives you a couple of things on how students catch and work. Okay, so as a ball comes in, okay, my hands are reaching. You can teach kids to actually just tuck it in, right? There's an old football trick that's called tuck and tap. So after we catch it, we tuck it in, and you give it a tap to make sure it's there. Okay, so very different than a kid who's learning how to catch. Okay, ball is always out. If you see that, after they catch it, just have them pull it in. Have them hold on to it. Okay? So just like at the start of this video, it's not fun when you catch it and then someone just takes it from you. That's part of some sports. Okay, so that's dodgeball. Next one, football. It also gives you an opportunity to see, right, the difference. Remember from the throwing video, the catching video, are my hands here? Okay, that's at that emerging and developing. Or are my hands out ready to absorb? So I'm here, hands are out, here it comes, I catch it, I tuck it, and I tap it. Okay, now I'm ready to go. Just like in basketball. If I catch that basketball, I'm going to be pivoting and putting it on hip to hip. Okay, one more time with the football. Okay, I'm here, down. Ooh, look at that, nice basket catch. If it's there, I'm going to tuck it in. I'm going to protect it. Okay, awesome. Let's go to the tennis ball. Simple keep-away games, I always like them. Okay, as you catch it, what are you going to do with it? Pull it in. Keep it close. Okay, super simple. If it's up higher, okay, I don't want to stay up there, I'm going to pull it in. Keep it close. A disc. You're playing ultimate frisbee, hands are out, always. I get it, I'm going to bring it in. Okay, that's why we have that pivot. I'm keeping the object close to my body because I don't want to just hold it out for anyone to get. Okay, one more time with that. Hands are out in ultimate. By the way, visual contact with everything. If you can't see your partner, you don't throw it. Okay, so I've got that disc, I keep it close to my body, and I pivot it around. You didn't see it, but Zoe was like this. I'm open. That's huge. That's part of receiving, is being visible. Okay, get your hands up. Yeah, get it. Encourage them to talk. Who's there? She's open. Good. Talk. It's the other big thing in gym is that we don't want quiet gym. Just like we talked about in soccer, okay? Whenever we have an object that we can receive and send at the same time, that actually might be what it looks like. Okay? So if I'm protecting and there's someone close, there's an acquired skill. Can we combine a side trap into a send? Okay? But if I'm actually trapping it, that's going to be my protection. What are those protections you see? Well, that's actually a trap if someone's coming. I need to be able to move back and forth. What a great little drill. Same thing with your side trap. The other thing we talked about is a few things that you can do after you take a soccer ball. I can prep up to pass or shoot, right? I can also protect it because someone's getting closer. And I would also do that with a tennis ball in a gym. There's nothing more fun than playing tennis ball soccer as a warm-up. The other thing I can do here is I can prep for, for a shot. That was awesome. So as it comes in, I'm going to put it, and now I've got a big prep. So sometimes protection is setting up to go on the offense. And in other games that you might play, like you saw at the start, okay, if something comes in and you got to run with that pig, don't hold the pig out. Tuck that pig in tight, hug it, squeeze it, whatever you need to do to look after it. Okay, so I just wanted to do a short little video on protecting because it is part of the cusps, and it's also just one of those other layers that you can start to add into things without too much of a challenge. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.